Grüß dich, this is Herr Milne, and this is going to be our third episode of Common Classroom Mistakes. And so this time we're going to be tackling the idea of paragraphs, because in Unit 3 you'd get to do your first bit of extended writing, and from what I find, students are able to get their idea across nice and easily, the vocabulary is there, but one thing that can be lacking is the paragraph, or putting in the correct paragraph form. So that brings up the question, what is a paragraph? And your elementary school teachers probably told you about it's 4 sentences, and that's a nice simple, quick definition for elementary students. But as we've gone beyond the elementary school level, and as you're going into the college level, you're in the high school level, you're going beyond into work, you're going to need to adjust your expectations. You're going to need to know whether you've fully explained your thought or idea or not, because that's essentially what you're trying to do. You're fully explaining your thought. And even if you hit 4 sentences, you still might need to add more. You might need to add 5, 6, however many it takes, because at the end of the day, if we're preparing you for the workforce, you have to know when you fully explained yourself, and if you haven't. Your boss isn't going to give you a 3-sentence limit and be satisfied if you just have 3 sentences, especially depending on what's in those sentences. So the thing that comes up sometimes that makes that breaks the paragraph form a little bit is students just put in maybe 4 sentences, and if we translate it to English, it might say something like, "Hi, my name is Herr Milne. My mother is old, and my father is 54. And even though we have 3 sentences, let's add another one. My brother is John. So even though we have 4 sentences there, we don't really have a paragraph because there's no thought or idea there. It's just 4 random sentences stuffed together. A sentence should have a flow. We should start at the beginning, start explaining our idea, and then when we're done explaining our idea, we're done with the paragraph. So we could do that a little bit differently. We could say something like, "Hello, my name is Herr Milne. I am 32 years old, and what else is in our first unit? Maybe I have a brother." And we could transition through a paragraph like that. I have a brother. My brother's name is John. And we could go on and introduce him and talk a little bit more about that. So be thinking about that, not just in this class, but in English, at work, in life. Being able to write in paragraphs where you fully explain your thoughts and ideas is going to make your writing a lot better, a lot more readable, a lot more understandable, and really help you out. It's also in a lot of ways going to make your paragraphs easier to write in this class, because instead of just thinking, I wrote this, then I wrote this, then I wrote this, what can I write now, what can I write now? If you have a purpose and a flow to your writing, you're going to know exactly what you need to write next, because it's all part of the same idea, all flowing from the same thought. So, until next time, have a great day, and I hope you're enjoying class.